If you're ready to take on the challenge of training your dog at home, you're about to embark on an adventure that will transform your life for the better. You'll have a new companion and friend by your side, one who loves you unconditionally and is eager to learn from you. But before we get into how to train your dog at home, let's talk about some things that aren't necessarily going to happen over time. Establish a routine. Establishing a routine is one of the best things you can do to help your dog feel more secure. Dogs are creatures of habit and will feel less anxious when they know what to expect. Establishing boundaries before your puppy has even moved into your home will also help him learn rules and commands later on, making training much easier for both you and your pet. Take advantage of your dog's natural interests. Dogs are by nature social animals, curious and playful. They are protective, territorial, and food motivated. Dogs are pack animals, which means they thrive on being part of a group or pack. They are also intelligent creatures with complex emotional lives that need our love and attention to flourish healthily. The more you understand your dog's natural interests and instincts, what makes them happy, the better able you'll be to provide them the care they need. Do not use a choke collar. Choke collars are not good for dogs. They can break a dog's neck and cause permanent damage to its trachea. The more you pull on the leash, the more pressure is applied to your dog's windpipe, trachea. This results in increased stress and anxiety, which may lead to behavioral problems like biting or snapping at other animals or people. If you choose to use a choke collar, it should be used very briefly while training your dog so that they know what they need to do when they hear their name or see an object or person they're supposed to pay attention to. Then it should be removed immediately after each training session. Use positive reinforcement. If you want your dog to learn something, you should reward her for doing it right. Reward her with treats or praise, and every time she gets it right, give her a treat or tell her how great she is. If your dog knows this trick, try something different next time. The best trainers use positive reinforcement to train their dogs at home. They reward good behavior with a treat or a toy instead of punishing the dog when they do something wrong, which can make them anxious. Positive reinforcement works because dogs love getting rewards. It makes them feel good about themselves. Make training time fun time. Training your dog is a lot like teaching a child. The most important thing is to make it fun for both of you. Your dog will learn best when he or she is engaged, so use playtime and positive reinforcement to get your pup excited about the process. If they are having a good time, they will be much more motivated to learn new things. Don't get frustrated if they don't get it right away. This process takes time, but with practice and patience and lots of treats, your furry friend will be on their way to becoming an obedient little pup in no time. You can teach an old dog new tricks with these tips. Dogs are easier to train when they're younger. The younger your dog is, the more he'll be a blank slate for you to mold into the perfect companion. Training will be much easier if you start early on in your puppy's life because it's more realistic to expect that they'll do what you want them to if they're very young and impressionable. It may not be possible for older dogs and cats with serious behavioral issues such as aggression or separation anxiety problems due to their age and health conditions, but there are still things you can do at home yourself by reinforcing good behavior with rewards like treats or praise from its owner, which could help improve its mood over time. However, this isn't guaranteed, but it's worth trying out. Conclusion: training your dog at home is a great way to bond with your pet. It can also help you develop the skills needed for when you take him out in public and need to make sure he behaves. With the tips we've given you here, it's easy to teach an old dog new tricks.